Palantir just got included to the S&P 500, which is something that I have been mentioning to you in my previous videos. So I want to say congratulations to all Palantir investors because we continue to multiply our investment for the future. And this is just the beginning. I have accumulated this much profit in one of my accounts so far. And if you're watching this video, you are probably interested in buying more Palantir stock or knowing what's going to happen with Palantir stock. So the question is this the perfect moment to sell our stocks, or is this the perfect moment to buy more shares of Palantir? I have a lot of information for you today that will help you make the best decision for your portfolio. In my VIP club, I have been posting every single transaction of this brand new account that I am showing you right now, where we have Palantir stock at this much profit so far. And every single transaction, I have been posting it in this VIP club. So if you're not part of my VIP club yet, I invite you to become part of this great group of investors. If you want to decide if this is the perfect moment to sell your Palantir stock at a gain, or if you should buy more Palantir stock or even hold it for the future, I want you to keep in mind all this information. Right now, Palantir has 1% of their income in the government side in the United States, only 1%. But Alex Karp has been talking about increasing this percentage of the budget of the US from 1% to 5%. Imagine the growth and the increase in gross margin as well as the revenue for Palantir if this happens, where you know there are many wars around the world and this is affecting many communities. So the governments are trying to spend more money to protect the safety of their citizens. And the US is a very strong country. So they will do anything to defend us as citizens. And not only the US, but many countries around the world are part of the Palantir community. So I know that many countries will continue to spend more money to protect the national security. In the commercial side, we continue to grow as Palantir continues to make an impact and get more and more contracts. I mean, many companies are willing to pay $1 million, $5 million, more than $10 million. Even some companies are paying up to $500 million or more to contract the services of Palantir. And this is incredible. So Palantir only works with very wealthy companies, and also they continue to gain more contracts every single quarter, which I have been posting in my videos about Palantir. Besides, all these contracts are not only one-time fee. They sign contracts for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And when the 10 years are due, most companies renew, like the Army of the US, Air Force, and many other departments in the governments. They continue to renew their contracts because why are they going to another company or a competitor when Palantir has all this very important and confidential information that no other companies should have? So the growth continues to improve every single quarter, and that's why many investors became really worried in 2022 and 2023 as well, when the growth was decreasing from 30% to 20% to 17% to 12%. But now it continues to increase from 12% to more than 20%, and most of the projections are actually showing a growth of more than 30%. And who knows, what if Palantir becomes like Nvidia, growing at more than 100% in the next few years? This will be incredible for many of us investors. Many people talk about the competition. What about the competition? Many people talk about CrowdStrike, AI-C3, Snowflake could be competitors of Palantir. But Alex Karp, the CEO, have been talking about how there is no competition for Palantir. Many companies don't even know yet that they are going to need the products of Palantir in the future. So this artificial intelligence industry is just starting. Now let's talk about the S&P 500 inclusion. We are part of the S&P 500 club, the best 500 companies in the stock market. So all these people that invest in the S&P 500, which is so popular in the stock market, are going to be buying a little bit of Palantir every time they invest in the S&P 500. So that means that many investors in big corporations and also many of these big funds are going to be buying Palantir stock. This is going to bring more and more demand, and this is why the stock price continues to increase. So congratulations to all investors who were waiting about the S&P 500 inclusion. The last part that I wanted to bring in this area before I tell you if this is the good moment to buy more Palantir stock or selling your Palantir stock is the gross margin. Gross margin is more than 80%. And think about a company like Microsoft. Microsoft created Office 365, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all they do is to sell copies of this software that is already created. Yes, they continue to improve it and make it better, but the software is already created and they just continue to sell more and more copies every single year. They sell the licenses to use this software, which creates more and more revenue every single year for this company. And no one changes their software. Even if you are an Apple user, you continue to utilize a lot of Microsoft products. So imagine the gross margins and net income that this company is going to continue to produce in the future by just selling the copy of the software that was created in the past. So the question that many investors have is this the time to sell our Palantir stock? Is this the moment to hold? Or is this the moment to buy more Palantir stock before it continues to move up? To answer this question, first you need to think about the patience. What patience do you have? Where do you see this stock to be in the future in the next 3 or 5 years? Do you believe or can you explain why did you buy this stock and what are the reasons why you continue to hold the stock? I spoke to some people who bought Palantir stock, and some of the people I know, they made over $100,000 or $200,000 in profit so far. And someone actually ended up selling recently some Palantir stock just because they needed to buy a new house. And this is a good reason. You could need the money. So if you need the money, and the price of the stock is in all-time highs, this could be a good reason for you to sell your Palantir stock. And my question to you is, what happens if the stock price will drop tomorrow to half the price that it is right now? Will you buy more stock at a lower price, or will you regret not to sell Palantir stock in this moment? I think this question, or whatever answer you bring to these two questions, will help you determine what do you need to do with your Palantir stock. So I am not a financial advisor, so I cannot tell you how to invest your own money. But I show you how I invest my own money in these free YouTube videos or in my VIP club. So as you have seen many of my videos, I do not sell my stocks. Why do I want to sell a company that is just growing or beginning to grow in this moment for a small gain if I can continue to multiply my investment for the future years? So this is just the beginning, in my opinion. And besides, I can actually generate income from my Palantir stock without selling my stocks. That's right. You hear me right. I generate extra money with my Palantir stock without having to sell my shares. And I am going to be sharing all this information with my VIP club. So if you are not part of my VIP club, I'm going to leave you this QR code that you can scan with your phone or look at the description of this video. The purpose of this VIP club is just to show you what would I do if I had to start all over from zero. So I show you how I invest my own money so you can continue to learn how investing really works. Last year, in 2023, we generated in this brand new account more than 90% in profits. And this year, we have generated more than 30%, while the S&P 500 generated more than 18%, which is really good as well. And the year 2024 is not even over yet. So get ready because the best is yet to come.